From anti-corruption blogger to one of the most recognizable faces of opposition in Russia, Alexei Navalny has carved an indelible mark on the contemporary political landscape. His reach has extended far beyond the borders of his homeland, drawing international attention to the internal pressures faced by dissenting voices in Russia. Navalny's journey began in the late 2000s when he started to gain attention for his blog, where he exposed malfeasance and graft among Russian elites. Utilizing social media and his legal background, Navalny targeted state-run corporations and high-ranking officials, showcasing irregularities and illicit activities. His impact grew as he founded the Anti-Corruption Foundation, FBK, in 2011, which became a platform for his investigations. Through his work with the FBK, Navalny released detailed reports and documentaries that allege corruption at the highest levels of Russian government, implicating various oligarchs and politicians, including members closely associated with President Vladimir Putin. The shift from digital vigils to street protests marked a pivotal transition for Navalny. His ability to mobilize young Russians became evident with large-scale demonstrations that began in 2011 and 2012 in response to allegations of fraud during parliamentary elections. Navalny's role in these protests solidified his standing as a key opposition figure. His foray into formal politics included a run for the Moscow mayoral post in 2013, where he finished second with a noteworthy 27% of the vote, a remarkable achievement for an opposition candidate in Russia. Despite the challenges and the lack of access to state-controlled media, Navalny tapped into the power of digital platforms to reach his supporters. However, Navalny's prominence made him a target, and he faced numerous arrests and legal issues. Charges, which Navalny and his supporters claim were politically motivated, led to periods of imprisonment and house arrest. Notably, in August 2020, he survived an assassination attempt with a nerve agent, which has been widely linked to Russian state actors, though the Kremlin denies involvement. Following his recovery in Germany, Navalny's return to Russia in January 2021 resulted in his immediate detention. The subsequent sentencing to several years in prison was met with international condemnation and sparked another wave of protests across Russia. Today, Alexei Navalny's name has become synonymous with the struggle against corruption and political repression in Russia. The risks he has taken to challenge the status quo resonate with not just a generation of young Russians, but also with global audiences who have seen his resolve in the face of adversity. Navalny's influence rests not only in his detailed investigations, but also in his symbolizing the potential of a civil society to challenge entrenched power structures. His ongoing legal battles and the suppression of his supporters have raised serious questions about the rule of law, freedom of speech, and human rights in Russia. As Navalny's story continues to unfold, it has become more than a narrative about an individual. It is now a testament to the role of the digital age in modern dissent and the enduring spirit of those who strive for accountability and transparency from their leaders, often at great personal cost.